Greetings and welcome to Growth Hacking Show. I'm your host Muhammad Siddique from Atlanta, Georgia, where we bring founders, co-founders, CEOs of different businesses and see how they have growing their business themselves, share their success stories, and also share some wisdom so we can learn from them together. So please, in this special episode, we have Donald Henig, and Donald, we call it Don Henig. He is the co-founder of AccrueMe. And if you may or may not know about me, I have been an Amazon seller for a long time, many years ago. When you are running your Amazon business, there's the one thing you need consistently to grow your business: more capital, more money, because inventory cost goes more up. All the profits you are trying to make, your family is asking, where is the money? You say, oh, I bought more inventory. So that way your cost is, everything is into inventory. That's why you want to grow. However, my guest today, Don Henning, is going to share with you that how you don't have to really put all of your profits back into the inventory. Not only you can actually partner with them, they give you all the money you need to run your Amazon business. That's a huge, I wish I knew this one like almost 6, 7, 8 years ago myself. I would have done, still doing it right now. This one, please join me to give a warm welcome to our guest, Don Henning. Don, welcome.
Thank you, Siddique. That was great. I appreciate it.
Do you agree what I said in the intro for you?
So I did. That was great.
Okay, wonderful. Don, let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who you were surrounded with that inspired you to get started with AccrueMe?
Well, I was retired for the third time. This last time I was retired for 5 years, and I thought I was done. I didn't expect to come back in. And I had lunch with an old friend from the mortgage industry from 30 years ago, and we started brainstorming ideas. And he asked me about Amazon, and I love helping people grow businesses. I especially love helping young people, and so that caught my interest. So we looked at what Amazon sellers needed. I called a few myself and found out that they all needed capital. The small guy with less than $5,000 and the big guy with millions. They all had the same need. They all needed money. So we looked at the lending options, and we didn't like any of the lending options. They were terrible. You couldn't grow your business. So we came up with a new model that is completely innovative, has never been done before, that helps sellers grow their Amazon business, without question. And if you want, I'll just tell you what it is. Is that good?
I'm going to ask in a moment. So don't give away anything right on the start. So otherwise, no one will be watching after that. So this is great. However, everything comes with a huge risk. I'm going to ask you that too. So, and based on, you have been working with Amazon sellers for how long now already?
Just about 2 years. The first year we gave money out without any underwriting criteria, without any systems. We thought we would lose money, but we wanted to learn. And the best way to learn is just to start. So that's what we did. And now we have $100 million to invest in Amazon sellers, and we're going at it, actively now.
Oh, okay, wonderful. So I'm talking to the guy who has a key to the $100 million right now.
That's
Don.
me. That's right.
Wonderful. Don, based on your 2 years experience working with Amazon sellers, where you can learn and all this, what are the top 3 mistakes the Amazon sellers do to grow their business? Mistake.
Well, the number one mistake that I see way too often is they don't know their numbers. I had a seller, 2 of the 3 partners were accountants, and they told me their monthly ROI was 70%. When we ran the numbers, it was really 5%. It's unbelievable. Yeah, but whatever, it is what it is. But we see that all the time. The other mistake that I see often with Amazon sellers is they buy too much inventory. The real key to making money with Amazon is to turn your inventory as fast as you can, as many turns per year. That's how you're going to make money. It's not how much you're paying for the inventory necessarily, it's how fast you can turn it. And the third thing I would say is back to profit, that they're more interested in how their sales and their revenue rather than their profit. And Amazon does not give them that number. They give them all the other numbers, but they don't tell them how much money they made as profit. So people get lost by that. So and all we're focused on is profit. So those are the 3.
So your objective is exactly the same as the objective of the seller, who you're really truly partner together. Is that right?
Correct. We're total alignment with them. When they win, we win. When they lose, we lose. We've reversed the risk here. We take on the risk as opposed to them taking on the risk.
Mhm.
It's fantastic.
And also, you have been working with the smaller Amazon sellers and the big ones. And
Yep.
what is the secret? I'm not asking you the name of anybody. So, like, as a common ground, what are their top 3 success secrets of their successfully running? One is, I know that already, they are partnering with AccrueMe.
That's it. You're right. But it's true. We have one seller, actually our first seller, when we had no underwriting criteria and we were just looking to give money out. And that first seller took our money, and in 1 year, they increased their revenue 6-fold, and they increased their profit 8-fold. So they knew what they were doing, but you're absolutely right. They never could have done it without us. And so it's very exciting to see that. And we see that very often. But as far as, did you ask me what was the biggest mistake? I'm sorry.
The success secrets.
Oh, yeah. It really is turning fast, doing the research. It's almost like a carpenter with, measure twice and cut once. Do all your research on the products before you actually go out and buy them and start the business. Do the research up front. And once you do that, 99 out of 100 products that you're going to do, if you did the research properly, will be successful.
If you did the research properly.
That's right. That's the big one. Yep.
The big one.
Yeah. But, there's all the information that's out there. All the tools are out there. They can absolutely do it. They just have to learn it. Mm-hmm. And they do.
Wonderful. And the people who engage AccrueMe as they become your partner, how long you keep them so far? Like after 3 months, I don't need money from you anymore. And then they keep they're your partner for a long time, or what's your attraction?
Yeah, we want them to stay in for at least 7 months so we can recoup our cost up front. Mm-hmm. However, we don't require any time period. If they're not happy, they can leave. And we don't own any of their company. We never take ownership in their company. They just give us our money back and whatever profits we've accrued, and that's it. But we've not had anybody leave like that. Typically right now, again, we're only here 2 years, but I'm going to say 80% of the companies that we do business with are, long term. They'll be with us at least, a year and a half to 2.5 years, somewhere in there. And most of them looking to use our money to grow, and then to sell their business. And so, not having to make monthly payments is tremendous for growth, as you can imagine.
Understood. And what type of the lending is that asset-based lending, or there's personal credits? And because some sellers are from overseas, however, they're selling it on Amazon.com.
So I'm not sure I understood the question, but we're not lending. We're investing in them on a temporary basis. So they're only paying us a percentage of profits. There's no interest. There's no monthly payment. No loss of ownership.
Okay, let me say it in a simple words. Someone who does not have a social security number, they are from an international country, overseas. However, they are selling it on Amazon through a corporation or a LLC. Yeah. So, however, on a personal level, they have a kind of no credit, basically. Just to make clarity.
We don't look at credit, so we don't care if they have a social. Mm-hmm. All we look for is that they have to be an LLC in the United States.
Understood.
And the reason for that is that by being an LLC, we can actually invest in them without taking a percentage of ownership, just taking a percentage of profits. So, and if they're a corporation in Canada or wherever they are, they can start an LLC in the United States, and the corporation can own the LLC. It's very easy.
Yeah, it's simple. So what's stopping you to grow from, like you have so much capital still sitting, what's stopping you to grow to the next level?
The only thing that's stopping us right now is marketing. We have to get the word out. Anybody that knows what we're doing loves what we're doing. Everybody loves it. But, we just have to get the word out better. So we just hired a chief marketing officer who's a good name in the industry, Robbie Stanley. He really knows what he's doing. We're seeing the difference already. And we're going to be putting in 2021, we're going to be putting in a bunch of money into marketing and advertising to let people know, because most sellers don't even know that we're here.
Yeah, understood. Understood. I'm glad we outreach to you and everything. So for someone, the Amazon seller who is watching this right now and live or recorded later, tell us what step 1, step 2, step 3, how all this works.
Yeah, it's really simple. You simply would go to our website, AccrueMe.com, and there's a calculator there that you can put your information in and see how well you would do with us. And then there's a form. It's a simple form. It takes less than 3 minutes to fill it out, just asking basic questions. And with that is an automated response that you would receive with how much money we would invest in you. And then there's access. You give us access to your account. We look at your inventory. We match it up with your cost per unit, and we give you a firm proposal with the complete details of our program, all in plain English, no legalese. Then we get on a phone call and go through it completely with you to make sure you understand every little bit. And then that's it. We start. It takes about a week altogether.
Oh, this is good. So it's simpler than I even thought. So how about those lending fees and this fee and that fee and that fee? So much.
Yeah. We originally started looking at charging fees as well, and we just made 2 decisions early on, very very early on. One, we're not going to charge any fees, and number 2, we felt that the sellers weren't getting the bang for the buck, if you will, in month number 1. So we don't take any profit in month number 1. So this way they get a little bit of a head start, a little bit of a slingshot for their business. We give them all this capital. They can start growing. Didn't cost them anything, literally zero. And then in month 2, we start sharing profits, which is great for them.
No, it's a great thought. Whoever come up with it, hopefully it's not your idea, someone else's idea.
Me and my partner, Eric. Yeah, we did it together.
I was just attempted to give a credit to someone in your team. Okay. So.
Yeah. Well, luckily, I'm very smart because I partnered with a lawyer who's also a Wharton Business School graduate. So very, very, very smart man.
When you say you are smart, that means I may have to ask someone who is a significant other in your life. Let's see what.
Forget it. My wife would say I'm deaf.
Who will do business with this guy? No, it's great. So as we are about to wrap up, and imagine that you're speaking with Amazon seller, what would you say to that person
about AccrueMe?
Yeah.
What I would just say is simple. If you want to grow your business, there is nothing better. There is nothing that's going to help you grow your business better than AccrueMe. We'll double your capital with no interest charged, no required monthly payments, and no loss of ownership. It's fantastic, and anybody that talks to us loves what we're doing. So I encourage people to look into it and check us out.
Definitely. And as we are about to wrap up, I always ask this question to my guests. And here is the question on your screen. You are on a growth hacking show. What would you say to your best friend about a growth hacking show when I'm not there, in my absence?
When you're not there?
Yeah.
I love the show. I think it's exciting. I think you're doing. I love the short segments. These 15-minute segments are fantastic. You don't waste all day listening to a bunch of fill. You get right to the point, and you do your research clearly, and it's terrific. So that's what I would say.
Thank you so much for your kind words. And what would you say as a final word?
Just start. Just go and do it. Don't let anything hold you back. You'll never know enough. Just go. Just
do it. Execution is everything. So execute. Yes. Thank you so much, Don Henig from AccrueMe.com. And go ahead and check this out. And I loved it the moment I saw it. The website is very nicely done.
Thank you.
And it's compared with all the competitors. You don't want to even see that, all those negative stuff from about the others. AccrueMe.com. If you are an Amazon seller, you really owe it to yourself to see this one first. You don't have to even engage them. However, you owe it to yourself to see it. Then you decide you really want it.
Right.
Unless is way better than asking money from anybody else. Okay, let me tell you that part.
Thank you. I agree. Thanks,
Thank you so
Siddique.
much. Don, thank you so much on the behalf of Growth Hacking Show community and our entire team. We really appreciate you. This is Muhammad Siddique signing off from Atlanta, Georgia. All good wishes.
Thank you.